Why won't you answer my damn phone calls? I call you up, I'm a nice guy. Why won't you answer my damn phone calls? Why won't you answer my damn phone calls? Why won't you answer my damn phone calls? Gorgeous, why won't you answer my damn phone calls? Answer that. Why don't you answer my damn phone calls? Why don't you answer my damn phone calls? I get ass heavy. Why don't you answer my damn phone calls? Here I come again with. Why don't you answer my damn phone calls? Why don't you come to the damn phone, gorgeous, sweeping beauty? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? That's right. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? You make me mad, you make me angry. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Sweeping beauty, why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Gorgeous, sweeping beauty, why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? I treat you good, I treat you nice. But why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Yeah, why don't you answer the damn phone calls? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, 8. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Come on. I know you're gorgeous, I know you have a nice butt, but why don't you answer the damn phone calls, sleeping beauty? Why don't you answer the goddamn phone calls, sleeping beauty? Why don't you answer the goddamn phone calls, sleeping beauty? I could care less about the phone bill, but why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Here I come with the drums. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls, Karen? That's right. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls instead of sleeping all day? So I can whisper sweet nothing in your ears. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? So this ain't no R&B. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Well, you better answer them today. Well, you better answer them today. Well, you better answer them today. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Why don't you answer the damn phone calls? Sleeping beauty, why don't you answer the damn phone calls? It's the wall. Why don't you answer the damn phone calls?